Hey folks, Jack Spencer here again, Practical Golf for All. So today this video we're gonna assume that you've gotten off the tee, you found your ball, you hit your approach shot and you missed the green like most of us routinely do. We're gonna go over pitching and chipping. And I actually have a real ball here this time because I don't think it's gonna, with a pitch or a chip, hit my net at 170 miles an hour. And I feel safe enough I won't shank it into the door or something like that. So anyway, the big thing about chipping and pitching is using your correct muscles to control it. You know, if you're out in your backyard and you're playing cornhole or something, you're doing this, you know. If I gave you a ball and put a target out in the yard and said, here, roll this ball and try to get as close to that cup as you can, you do that. You do that. You wouldn't do this. These smaller muscles are much harder to control than your bigger leg muscles. These muscles really are capable of nuances versus your arms and your shoulders. So, you know, for a typical chip, you find a club you like. You know, I use a 56 degree sand wedge for almost everything, unless I'm hitting a lob shot, and that's a whole different thing. So you can manipulate the face on this a little bit. You know, your regular grip, square face or whatever. If you want to get the ball up in the air a little bit more, you don't necessarily need to change your grip. What you can do is change your hand position, where you just move them a little more towards the center of your body, and that little movement right there probably turned this 56 degree wedge into a 60 degree. And you just have to remember two things. One is, if you want the ball to run, if you have room to actually allow it to chase out when you go through it, you can let that face roll over a little bit. If you need to stop it a little bit more quickly, you need to hold the face towards the target. And again, please be realistic. You know, it's 20, 25 feet. That's a good chip pitch. Your next shot being a putt is a good chip or pitch. If you happen to, you know, have a significant slope on the green and you chip one or pitch one on the green and it rolls off, that's fine. It landed where it needed to land. You just were defeated by topography. And again, can't emphasize enough just how important it is, not so much on the backswing, but during the strike, to use your bigger muscles. So if I want this ball to like hit and release a little bit, I'm going to let this club face roll a little. And it's just going to be like back and then through, like that. If I wanted to hit it a little bit higher, stop a little more quickly. I don't really need to change my grip if I don't want to. But I can change my hand position so that these hands are more back towards the middle of my stance. See the difference? There. Same swing, same movement with the lower body back. And I hold the face open because I want it to stop a little more quickly. I would suggest if you're in short grass, fringe, you know, or a nicely mown fairway and you have room to putt it. Again, you're probably going to get that closer than most chips or pitches, unless you're really good at it and practice a lot. Some people use a hybrid or a 5-wood. I'm terrible at that, so I never do that. But whatever works for you, just try to make sure that you pick the club that you're happy with and confident in. And for a chip, or certainly, you know, for a chip or a pitch, use your legs a little bit. Back and through. Don't do this. Think about bowling, lawn darts. I guess you can't play those anymore. You know, anything like that. Control. these muscles can control. Thanks.